Welcome back. I'm David Mulligan with the Writers Bloc for Virtual Channel Network. Today we're going to continue our coverage of Melissa Rosenberg's Twilight. Let's see what she has for us today. 74. I like this. I don't use it, but I like it, and I think it's appropriate. Charlie's line, a little bit down the page, he says, "You got that pepper spray?" Actually, it's a very funny scene in the movie. It's very funny. Everybody laughs. I laughed. It was good. But why do I bring it up? I bring it up for the parenthetical. The parenthetical says Sotto. S-O-T-T-O. Go ahead and go to your dictionary. Or go online and type in Sotto and see if it's a word. It's not. It's not. Not alone. It's Sotto voce. Voce? Something like that. And it means under your breath. Literally, under your breath. But she uses Sotto. Is that enough? For a writer, it is. A writer understands that, and you know what? 99 readers, if they've read more than 100 scripts in their career, and that's easy, will see Sotto and know exactly what it is. It works fine. So, something to consider. If you're going to use this under your breath kind of thing, can you just use the word Sotto? I think so. Would I do it? No, I'm not. I'm very orthodox in that way. I won't use half of something. I want to use the whole thing. So I'm not sure how I would do that. Maybe I would do the sotto voce thing too. But maybe not. Who knows? We'll see what happens. All right, moving on. All right. Why did I bring this up? Oh, I know I bring this up. This is good. You're going to like this. Top of page 86. We have James blasts past the flowering maple. Then stops, backtracks to the tree, finds the tiny swatch of fabric. He starts off again, but stops, smells the fabric. Something's not right. He runs back in the opposite direction. Uh-oh. Well, who said uh-oh? Who said that? Something's not right. We know who said that or thought that or felt that or supposed to show that. James is supposed to show that something's not right. I totally get that. But the uh-oh, who's the uh-oh? The uh-oh's from the writer to the reader directly. Uh-oh. I love it. I love it. This is something that I want to use. Think about that. This is something you really got to use sparingly. You got to use it effectively here. It's very effective here on 86 because it's a very big turning point in the story. We realize now that, or James realizes that he's been duped. And now the stakes are higher. The tension is higher now because he's figured it out. So uh-oh is very appropriate here because it is a very important part of the story. And every story must have these kinds of moments, right? Right? They're good moments. They should have them. So something to consider, this breaking of the fourth wall, this sort of sotto voce between you and the reader, which it is. It is, which is kind of cool. I didn't think of it that way. So something to consider. Read that. Take a look. Moving on. Oh, I love this. This is great. Every novice writer should look at this page. Every novice writer should take note of this. Take inventory of this. Top of page 90. Very, very important. You will see scenes 21 through 26 omitted. What's the average length of a scene? It can be anywhere from one line to several pages. But the average is 2.5 pages for a scene that means anything. And let's say that even though these are scenes, they may be combined of two different locations in the same house or the same office, bathroom, kitchen, blah, blah, blah. I'm not sure how much space all of this took, but it could be anywhere from one page to several pages, right? And we can also agree that everything you write on the page when you write a screenplay is from your soul, right? Right? That's how we feel. We write from the soul. This is my heart on paper. And you cut out all these scenes, like that kind of thing. It can happen. But here's the thing. When you have a script and you've written a script and you place it in front of a producer and the producer goes, you know what, we're going to go with this. We're going to do this. But I need you to do a few things first. It's very important. I need you to cut out this character. I need you to cut out all these scenes that take place in the subway. Cut them all out. I don't want to do it. I've already done a movie in a subway and I'm not doing it again. I'm not bringing cameras down there again. It's crap. So cut them out or change them in another location. Well, as a writer, especially when they've paid a lot of money and all that kind of stuff, and you may feel a little bit frazzled about that. You can't cut all this stuff. This is good stuff. This is from my heart. I love those subway scenes. I grew up in New York, and I grew up on the subway, and these are well-written scenes, and it's very important to the story, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, maybe you're right, but maybe you're wrong. Melissa Rosenberg is somebody who's been writing for many years. She does a lot of television, a lot of great stuff. And here she has all these scenes taken out. Did it take away from the movie? We don't know. We don't know if it took away from the movie, but I tell you what, it was still a great movie. It still made a lot of money. Hundreds of millions of dollars of profit right now. I'm not sure if it came out on DVD yet, but I mean, come on. When it comes out on DVD, it's going to go crazy. And international, we all know that international brings in more money than domestic. So, God knows. So, is it okay to have 6 of your scenes ripped out in succession like that? Pages and pages ripped out. Yeah, you still may have a great movie. You still may have a very profitable franchise vehicle, right? So, something to consider. Look at page 90. Look at all of the scenes that were taken away from the story and ask yourself, should Melissa Rosenberg have stood her ground because who she is, who her credits are? How dare they decide that? Maybe, I don't know. You know what? It might have been even mutual. She might have even said, yeah, I want them out. Who knows? But for the novice writer, it's very important to understand that what you write, even though it really does come from the heart and soul, and I understand I'm a screenwriter, everything I write comes from my heart and soul. Absolutely. But I'm willing to let some of it go to make a great movie. Right? Something to consider. Think about that. Let's move on. All right, page 94. If you look at the bottom of the page, a little bit down, you'll see Edward's rage erupts. He climbs out of the window casement and suicide dive bombs James, savagely plowing him through the floorboards. Love that. But what I love about that is the suicide dive bombs. He could have tackled him. He could have rammed him. He could have done a lot of things, a lot of descriptive words. You can go on forever with a thesaurus. But she chose suicide dive bombs. I just like it. It's very different. It's her voice. It's very much what he does. It really is a suicide. It really is a dive bomb. It really is that. But in very, very concise manner. And I really like how she did that. So think about that when you use a thesaurus and you're trying to find the right word. Sometimes you can really go outside the lines and really get creative with that. Thanks, folks, for joining me. My name is David Mulligan with the Writers Bloc on Virtual Channel Network. And remember, if you can put words on the page, you're not blocked.